Okay, this is pretty much the last day of swathing. I've got about 10 acres of brome that's not too great of brome. We're going to be cutting it, and I'm going to cut around this corn patch that the weeds took over because it got so wet we didn't get it sprayed in time, and it just dwarfed out the corn. So we're going to switch this. This ground is really tough. Just on the other side of the road, they got good soybeans and stuff, but this ground here was abused years ago, and it's just kind of gumbo-y, or if you disc it just a little bit damp, you've got boulders. It doesn't, when you're planting, it just, unless you got perfect conditions, it won't seal back over. That was part of our problem. The trenches just stayed open and didn't get good coverage on the seed. So that added to the problem. But it'll be better off. We've got pasture just on the other side of those trees there. So we're just going to extend the fence over to the road. And I think it'll be better off all the way around. Anyway, I'll bring you back here after a bit. Yeah, we got that one window. I don't know if you can see it. These windows aren't the cleanest. Got windrow cut along the edge. We can put up an electric fence along here. We'll get that. I've got to cut another path over just south of these bales up here so we can run the fence back over. This will also give us a place to stack bales for winter feeding. This ground up here, it won't hardly grow anything anyway. It's got a lot of shale in it. So we'll just have this for where we can drop off bales, either from the highway or whatever we use to feed. We can stack it here. We did get the tire replaced on the 4890, so should be able to grind feed over here this winter. Alright, I'll bring it back later. Alright, got that out there by the road all cut, so now we'll go back to this other patch. This brome is backed by our soybeans that not sure what happened to them. Between the first time and the second time we sprayed them, it's almost like something that killed off half of them. I don't know if it was some type of a sudden death syndrome, the SDS or whatever. Supposedly this is supposed to have a trait to kind of guard against that, but it's either that or we had quite a bit of voluntary wheat in it, which would have thought it'd been a pretty decent cover crop to plant into, and when we sprayed it off, we killed the wheat. But the beans just never canopied. And then we've got Johnson grass pressure down along the creek. So that's not good down there. Just the way this summer was, it didn't seem like we got a good kill on the grasses. So anyway, I get the gate open and get started cutting. Dang deer had strung the barbed wire out into the brome field, so wrapped up about 50 foot of that on the roller, so that was real fun to get untangled. Probably should have showed you guys the mess, but I wasn't real happy about it. So probably better off not. Kind of hard to see the windows. They get dusty just within about 10-15 minutes. All our rains that we've gotten have been like 1/10 and 3/10, just scattered enough that made it real hard to try to put up hay, but not enough to really do a whole lot of good getting things stored up moisture-wise. It's like this little Soldier Creek down here. It used to flood more or less every other year, every third year at least. I think it's been probably more than that. It's been close to 13 years since it's flooded. Just haven't had the runoff that we used to get. Every rain that we get this summer pretty much just soaked in. We started getting a little bit of runoff there in June, but didn't do a whole lot of good. Even the Kaw River, when they've gotten more rains 15 miles south of us, probably almost double the rain that we've gotten. But even the Kaw River's still pretty low, but it mainly drains water from the north of it, north of I-70. Like I said, this brome isn't the best. We didn't fertilize it this year. We did put fertilizer on it last year. It didn't really seem to help it much of anything. But really thinking about if we're going to switch that 6 acres from the other place over to pasture, where I'm thinking about switching this to row crop. I'll probably got to go talk to FSA to make sure it's okay with them, because the government's got to control you. So, and I had to use the FSA money to purchase this ground. But that's the only loan I've got with FSA. And if it wasn't for the interest rate, I would switch it over to the bank in a heartbeat. The further you can stay away from government programs, the better off you are. That's my opinion. Yeah, probably bring it back a little bit later. Like I said, these are 10 acres here. And we're just about done with this. Got another pass or two. Got about 2 more passes to do in this strip. And that'll be pretty much, as far as I know, all of our hay for 2025. Been a long, drawn-out year. Today's the 2nd of October. So, But when you get rain or pretty good chances of rain every 3 days, it kind of stretches the season out. Luckily, we've only, out of the whole season, I think we had about 5 acres of hay ground get wet, got rained on. So we kind of lucked out there, but it could have been a lot worse if we would have kept cutting when they were showing that there was a chance of rain, because there was a time there where we had rain just a tenth or two every day for about 2 weeks in a row. And if we'd had hay down like some other people did, it would have been ditch hay that we just had to bail it up and dump it in the ditch. Because it wouldn't have been any good being that wet that long. And I think Copper is getting antsy. He's wanting the hay season to be over. I think he's kind of getting tired of riding in here. Doesn't have the enthusiasm about jumping into the swather like he used to. But he is getting older too. He's about 6.5 years old now. Got the little strip up here to finish up, and that'll be it. And I guess actually there's 2 strips. You're going to be a little bit too wide to get with one pass. Alright, last strip. The guys enjoy the content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.